Good morning. Happy Monday morning, everybody. It is time for our weekly rambling session. Quick side note, when you're typing overheat, I do have the air conditioner hanging out on, or that could happen. Oh my gosh. Today for sure. And now, this, which I had set up here, has decided it wants to not be cooperating. Sorry about this, guys. Oy. Hey, Mike. There we go. I hope you guys can still see because the screen is doing weird, funky things. Shoot me a message, Mike, if you can still see. Hopefully it will behave now. I hope you guys can hear me because I do have the air conditioner on the phone. I am using a mobile option. I'll be very, very happy. So, oh yeah, Mike, I'm sorry. It's a Monday. I swear this is a Monday from Mondays. Let's see here. Oh yes, my sound issues. I wanted to go over my sound issues for just a minute. Good, Mike, I'm glad you can hear me. That works. I still don't have working sound. My wonderful sound equipment. Okay, I have two sets of sound equipment. I have a sound mixer, cables, mic, the whole 9 yards. I have two sets. Both of them work off-site with no issue whatsoever because I was doing a show, which I'm no longer doing because of my new job, but I was doing a bingo show out in North Lake, by North Lake Mall, and they work perfectly fine there. But when I hook them up at home, no matter which outlet I hook them into, neither set runs sound through the mixer. Like, if you talk into the microphone, these little lights should light up to tell you how loud it is, if you will. They don't light up at all. I have power on the boards, but they don't light up. It's like there's this little gremlin cloud over my house that will not allow these things to work. I have all the equipment perfectly right that I need. I don't know what to do with it now. And if anybody out there has ever heard of an issue like this, I went and stopped into a sound store, for lack of a better word. It's a used Atlanta Musicians or something like that. It's towards Tucker. It's a used sound equipment store, and they had no idea what I was talking about. They figured I had some setting wrong, which I didn't, because there's send to phone, send to mixer. Either one of those is pushed, none of them is pushed, one or the other, both of them, it doesn't matter. There's still no lights lighting up on my board for sound at my house. Either set. They are working perfectly fine off-site at my show. I have to get sound on my videos. I have to be able to record decent sound on my videos, and at this point I think I'm just going to have to record crappy sound and then redo it later because I need to get the content done. But I don't know. I just don't know. We are going a different way today than we usually do on Mondays. I figure you guys would get tired of seeing the same thing all the time. So that's where I am with that. This weekend, we won't be doing a live stream, an international live stream, but we will be doing a live stream from the Decatur Barbecue and Blues Fest on Saturday. At least we are going to attempt to do this live stream. If it doesn't work out, I will just take video and make a video when I get home. It is an event that Decatur has every year, and it runs from 1 to 9. I'm going to try to get there as early as possible. I'm not sure what else I have going on that day at this point. I haven't been able to sit down and look at my schedule just yet for the week. But I am going to be AWOL from streams this week a lot. My insurance renewal is due this week, and of course it's more than it should be, so I need to work a lot of extra hours, that and my summer electric bill. Because my new job being pushed up about a month did not help my finances. Yes, Mike, it's the same thing. It's the same exact setup. And I don't understand. It's just this crazy issue. And I don't know how to fix it. I don't know what to do to get the sound unless, I'm kind of want to just go out and buy all new stuff and try that. But if the two that I have already don't work, why would a third work? Not only that, but I don't have the money for that, honestly. And speaking of why I don't have the money for that, well, nah, I'm not going to go there. We did, but I don't have the money for that, so I can't do that. I'm going to end up probably just recording directly into the computer from my headphones without the mixer. And I don't like the sound quality that way. But I just don't see I have any other choice right now. I can't wait forever to get these videos done. They're piling up and they need to get done. They need to get on my site, on my page. But speaking of my page, I got my first thumbs down this week. I was hoping, and I knew better in the back of my head, I was hoping that I would never get a thumbs down because I've gone this far without one. But I got one. So I guess that means I've made it, huh? Finally made it. And I'm only about, let's see, I've been going up and down in subscribers the last couple days, which is kind of weird, but I'm only about 28, I think, from my first goal of having 100 subscribers. So if you guys know anyone that would be interested in subscribing to my channel, feel free to share it with them. Because once I get to 100 subscribers, I can custom name my channel. And then my next goal after that is monetization. And I'm going to, monetization happens at 1,000 subscribers, but I'm going to probably do a halfway to monetization goal. I'm not sure. It seems like once everybody gets around 200 or 300 subscribers, they just shoot up towards like 800-900, and then they stall out again. It's like right before you get to that goal. But I'm going to do some kind of 100 subscriber giveaway. I just have not completely decided what yet. One of the things I want to start doing, if you'll notice, guys, I have a post office box listed on my page and on most of my videos. I used to collect postcards when I was little, and I want to start doing that again, because most of the other things that I collect, coffee mugs, keychains, t-shirts, they just become too much. Because you can only use so many keychains. I don't like a lot of stuff on my keychains. I have a carabiner, and that's about it, just to clip it to my belt loop. The t-shirts, I don't wear t-shirts unless they're a V-neck or a loose neck, because I don't like things tight around my neck. And let's face it, most t-shirts are unisex and they don't fit women right. The coffee mugs, I love coffee mugs, and I love my coffee mugs, and I like to use all different coffee mugs, but they take up so much space, and when you move, they break. So I'm thinking about going back to postcards. Therefore, if anybody would like to send me postcards, my post office box is there. Send me a postcard that showcases where you live. I mean, obviously not your house, but the area that you live in, something special about the area that you live in, or something that's important to you. And I would just love to receive those. I'm going to go to the store at some point in the next week or so and get myself some I can talk today. Get myself some of my own postcards and start mailing them out to people I like on their channels, just to say hi and drop a note. So this is my city. This is something I like about my city. I have a client that they send themselves postcards from wherever they go visit, which is pretty cool. Why did I get back over here? But I thought that was pretty cool because say they go and visit Prague. While they're in Prague, they'll send themselves a postcard. I mean, they beat the postcards back a lot of the times, but I think it's just really cool to have a postcard postmarked from another place. And Mike, I see that you have said something, but I have not had a stoplight. I think I'm going to have one now. Mike, I haven't been actually to Orlando in a long time. My favorite thing in Orlando, to tell you the truth, was the flea market in Sanford, and I know that's gone now. But I used to have a friend that grew up down there, and her parents still lived there, so we would go down there and visit and stay with her brother. And we went over to the flea market, and it was one of the best flea markets I'd ever seen or remembered seeing. And it kind of reminded me a little bit of the flea markets that we used to go to when we traveled to Florida every year, because I grew up in Northeast Ohio. And the flea markets were kind of a highlight of our trips to Florida. We would go once or twice a year to Florida. We would hit the flea markets. We would hit Disney World, of course. We would hit the rest area on the way in. Oh, and by the way, we're on Emory University campus at the moment, more or less. So we're driving through these buildings that you see are Emory University. When we go into the rest area, we would stop and get fresh orange juice. Or at least it was supposed to be fresh squeezed orange juice. It probably wasn't. Who knows? This was the 70s. And they used to make they had these machines that made these little wax figures, and they'd be dinosaurs or sharks or whatever. And I remember the first time I left one in the car. I left it in the car on the back of the window while we went in somewhere, I think to eat or something like that. And we came out and it was just a big wax blob. I don't think I've ever seen my father so mad. But I haven't seen one of those machines in a long time. I know you can buy them on eBay and buy the little wax figures on eBay, and I know that they still make them, but I haven't actually seen the machine. As an adult, it strikes me kind of funny that something that melts so easily I could only buy in Florida where it was so hot. And this is Emory Village. It's a bunch of little stores and mostly restaurants. We like our food here. The phone has fallen again and I can't upright it right now. Whee! Right here is Dave's Cosmic Subs. They are actually started in Cleveland, Ohio, which I find interesting because that's where sort of I'm from. And this is actually a roundabout up here. Where you're not supposed to stop, but people do. Atlanta took over Emory, even if any of it was in Decatur. I think my dad managed to get the wax out. I don't remember it being there long term. The biggest thing I remember about car trips was that, and the one time, and still to this, I don't think my parents ever found out about it, but I had put some paper and pencil or whatever up on the back, and I went to reach up and get something off the back window while we were driving, and I came away with a pencil sticking out of my hand. And I was afraid I was going to get in trouble for stabbing myself, so I just took the pencil out, and I still have lead in my hand to this day from it. And my parents never found out about that. I don't know how, or if they did, they probably saw it and then just didn't say anything because they didn't want to deal with it. Car trips are fun. Let's see if I can get you guys back up here. But I think that is about my plans for this weekend. Get those videos finished, even if I just have to give it bad sound for now. Hopefully I can mess with it in the computer in the recording. It drives me nuts because I'm kind of a perfectionist and I want my videos to be perfect, but they have to get done. And then the Barbecue and Blues Fest on Saturday. I think that's about it. I want to very, very soon get to the World of Coke. So I may do that sometime this week, depending on my schedule. But I want to get to the World of Coke. I'd like to do that before those guys do the Beverly Challenge because I'm curious about what Beverly tastes like. And I also want to go to the Center for Puppetry Arts in Midtown Atlanta. They have a Jim Henson Museum and all that. But I'm probably not going to do that until after Dragon Con, mostly because you generally get a free ticket when you show a badge from Dragon Con. So if I can get a free ticket, I'm going to get a free ticket. I can get a free ticket through the library as well, but we'll see what time allows on that. I would like to have a better option for mobile streaming before any of that happens, but we shall see. Because I don't know how well streaming will work from there. Like I said, I do have a lot of things this week to catch up on, so I think I'm going to take a break from watching the streams this week, just because I need to get that done. And I have, even though I put them on in the background, I have a tendency of paying more attention to them than what I should be doing on my computer. I don't think it's like just like a little darker color of skin right there because there's lead pencil underneath it. So how many people have stuck themselves out? If you hit the bell, it will notify you when we go live, when we upload a video. It will show you that. And I know I'm jinxing myself right now. I cannot believe that my phone has... As you can see, it's trash day for this area. And apparently people think they can just pull out in front of people. There was something else I had wanted to talk about on my Monday rambling, but I cannot remember for the life of me what it was. So we shall not talk about it. that area, there's different areas on this street that are pretty bad for lag, and the software doesn't help because the software doesn't work that well. But I have noticed less issue with signal since I switched from AT&T to Verizon. I'm paying half the price and I'm getting a much better phone service. Where we turn off. I'm going to go up on here onto this other side street just because there's not a lot of room here. How long was it gone? I hope not for very long. Oh, I know, it's really hard with the streams, Mike, because you always want to know that you're afraid that you've missed something. You want to know what's going on, stuff like that. But I get burnt out from sitting at the computer, number one. And number two, so I might be listening to them while I'm driving or something, but I won't be able to like watch them or pay attention. But I get burnt out sitting at the computer, and I don't get things done like I should. So I don't want to. I have a lot of things I need to get done, and it's a distraction. So while I may listen to them while I'm out and about, I'm probably not going to be watching them while I'm at home. But I might watch them recorded later or something like that, because some of it, I do have that need to know what's going on and what I might have missed. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call the stream now. I want to thank you guys for stopping in to say hi, checking out what I'm up to this week. If you have any ideas of anything you'd like to see around Atlanta, please give me a comment and let me know, Atlanta or Decatur. I'd be more than happy to see if I can work that into my schedule. And I think that's about it for today. So I will talk to you guys again soon. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate you coming to visit. I will probably talk